It's Judith. It's a 45-minute yoga fusion class. So that means basically we'll be doing yoga postures, but then we also might be folding in fitness moves as well. So we're trying to get the most out of our time together, all right? So basically all you need is a chair. This is a nice standard folding chair, metal folding chair. Definitely no wheels and preferably no arms would be the best solution, but do the best you can. And then again, if you should happen to have something like yoga blocks, maybe, maybe not, maybe have a yoga strap, maybe, maybe not. And then I've got a small set of 1-pound weights here, but maybe not, okay? So if you don't have any of those items, don't panic because we always can modify. And again, if whatever's being offered doesn't work for your body this morning, you can modify. I modify on this side. I have a shoulder issue, so I can't get my arm all the way up, so I modify. Or you could do another posture, or you could skip it altogether. So use your judgment. You are in charge. So let's start with taking the feet a little bit wider, about maybe shoulder width apart. Toes could be slightly turned out. And we're going to just start shifting the weight here as you move side to side. Think about tapping right under the collarbone here in the front. That's a lung point in Chinese medicine. And when you're moving side to side, you're going to twist and look over the shoulder. So we're busy squeezing the spine here, giving it a nice squeeze. And we're pumping in fresh blood, chi, life force into the whole body and the spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep twisting and turning. And now tap yourself on the shoulder. That's the lung point in the back. We just tapped on the lung point in the front. And from here, we'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep twisting. Now the hands can tap on the front, right in the front of the torso. The back hand taps by the kidneys. You're still twisting and turning. You're still looking over those shoulders. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's slowly unwind, very slowly, no rushing, to just abruptly stop because you could get dizzy from abruptly stopping. Now let's take the fingertips and we're going to start tapping right here in the center of the chest with the fingertips. Now we're tapping on the heart center, the heart chakra, but then there's also a thymus gland right there. And the thymus gland is responsible for immunity, fending off all the germs that we encounter on a daily basis. Let's go up and down the torso here. This is basically waking up the internal organs. Those internal organs are busy working 24/7, so we're going to send them some fresh blood and life force. And then let's come back down now with soft fists. I'm going to tap on the hip bones. So we're tapping on the hip bones. This is a great way to wake yourself up in the morning if you feel groggy, stiff, not quite with it. And then we're going to move to the sides of the hips, little taps. You can just have a soft fist here. Then we're going to move on to the bum. Maybe you want to open the palms, but tapping yourself on the bum. And then up, tapping by the kidneys. One more time here. Let's go down now, the outside of the legs, tapping. Let's come up the inside of the legs, tapping. Let's do that whole sequence 2 more times. So you're going to take your fists and tap on the hip bones. You're standing tall. Think about opening the chest. Crown of head lines up with tailbone. And now we'll move to the sides of the hips. Give some attention there. Let's move on to the bum. Up by the kidneys. Woo! Those important kidneys. And then down by the sides of the legs. That's the yang meridian in yoga. Up the insides of the legs, the yin meridian in yoga. One more time, that whole sequence. You should be feeling a little livelier, I would think. I can feel some tingling in the legs. And let's go to the side, the hips. And tapping on the bum. Up by the kidneys. Whee! Tapping away. And then down the outsides of the legs. Up the insides of the legs. Very nice. And then just coming back to our center, let's just start circling the navel. You can stack the palms one on top of the other and circle the navel. Encouraging the colon, encouraging the vital organs to do their best. Oh. And then bringing that to stillness. Let's just shake it out. Very nice. If you want to stand by your chair and use it for support, you can put one hand on your chair back, or maybe on the wall or on a piece of furniture that's not going to move when you start pushing on it. And we're just going to start livening the feet. So let's lift the right heel, spread the 5 toes wide, press the heel down, lift the left heel, spread the 5 toes wide, and place it down. So here again, shifting the weight side to side, but waking up the feet and the ankles. We tend to forget about our feet until they start hurting. So we're going to send some love to the feet for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you want to stay at this pace, nice and steady. But maybe you want to double time. You want to bicycle pedal the heels. That's an option for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you want to stay right there. Or maybe you want to segue into a baby march. So it's opposite leg, opposite arm going forward. And then once you get the arms and the legs going, think about making it vigorous for 8, 7, big full breaths, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep going on 1. And now we're going to take the legs out, out, in, out, in. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice. And then coming slowly back down to neutral. Again, take your time coming out of the movement. Let's shake the hands out, shake the feet and the legs. The legs can come a little bit wider now, hip distance. The hands could rest on the hip crease or the waist. And let's just circle the hips now. Oof. So inhale forward, squeeze the navel to spine as you round in the back. So think about filling the lungs completely and emptying completely. Big full breaths. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Corkscrew back to center. Very nice. Let's go ahead and circle in the opposite direction. Now, maybe you'll notice it feels the same. Maybe it doesn't feel the same. Here again, no self-judgment, no competition. You're just doing an inventory, noticing what the body is willing to do this morning. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. And then corkscrew back to center. Nice. Again, give it a shake. Nice. And let's move up to shoulders, rolling them forward, up, back, and down. Oh, forward, up, back, and down. Big full breaths. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other way. See if that feels the same. And if it doesn't, you're just making a mental note of that. So you're directing the breath to those areas that feel tight or sticky. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Just shake everything out. Let's go ahead and keep soft knees for this next. Just some big breaths in. Inhale up. Exhale, press the air down by the side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, stretch. Inhaling and pressing. Inhaling and pressing. 2 more. Big full breaths. Last one. Now re-elevate the arms and see if you can keep the chest close, square to the front of your space here. So you're not torquing off left and right, but you're stretching those side muscles that attach to the side ribs, the intercostal muscles. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then the arms can come out to the side. See if you can drop the shoulders away. The arms are straight. Palms face the earth. Little pumps with the arms. You could be bouncing invisible tennis balls here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to stillness. Rotate the thumbs down towards the mat and then press the palms to the wall behind you. Now you're bouncing the tennis balls off the back wall. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let the arms float down, nice and slow, resisting the gravity. Shake it out. Let's take the right arm, and you're going to take it right across your chest. You're going to keep the chest and the body squared to the front of your screen or your space. The left forearm is pressing that arm into your chest, and you're breathing. Big stretch for the right shoulder girdle. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Keeping the arms just like they are. Bend the inside elbow. Maybe the backs of the hands meet. Mine don't. But we'll do little pumps up to the sky. Be very careful here. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwinding slowly, slowly. Shake out those arms. Now you're going to sweep the left arm in front, and the right forearm is going to hold it in place. Your chest is still square to the front of your space. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Inside elbow bends. Maybe the backs of the hands meet, maybe they don't. Mine, this side is wildly different on me, so don't worry if it's wildly different on you, all right? Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then unwind the arms, nice and easy. Shake them out. Now here we're going to use the chair for support, for balance. Should you happen to have a strap and you want to use a strap, fine. The standing leg will be the right leg closest to the chair. You're going to be moving the left straight leg. So if you're using a strap, you'd slip it around the ball of the left foot and swing the leg forward and back. If you don't have a strap or don't wish to use a strap, the weight is in the right leg. The left leg is straight. The left foot stays flexed throughout. We're going to start swinging that leg forward and back, warming the legs. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly de-escalate. Don't just abruptly stop. Very nice. Let's shake it out. And we're going to again have the weight in the right leg. Hand could be on chair back. We're going to refloat that left leg. If you want to support it with the back of the thigh, don't grab the back of the knee, just the back of the thigh. We're going to pump that leg up to the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in place. Circle the ankle now. Ooh, spread the toes wide. Ooh. Circling, going, flexing and circling. Go the other direction. Nice and easy. And then we're going to bring that to stillness and float the leg down. Oh, definitely shake out both sides now. All right. Let's move to the other side. So now the leg closest to the chair is your left leg. The right leg is straight. The right foot stays flexed throughout. If you want to use a strap, you loop it around the ball of the right foot and you swing the leg forward and back. So here, let's go. So weight in the left leg. Start swinging it forward and back. Woo! For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly de-escalate. Nice and gentle. Very nice. Let's shake out the legs. Whew. And let's, again, weight is in your left leg. Floating that right leg up. Little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up and circle this ankle and this foot. Think about spreading the toes wide. Flex that foot. Keep it going. And then you're going to go in the other direction for 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Oh, shake it out. Very nice. Maybe grab a sip of water. And then we were going to go to the chair. Yay, we're finally going to the chair. So if you have your props and you want to use them, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. So I'm just placing them nearby so I can use them if I choose. And you're going to just approach your chair seat and place the bum closer to the front of the chair seat than the back of the chair seat. We don't want people, collapsing into the back. So, and then you're going to pull the flesh away from the sits bones. Let's see if I can move this back a little so you can see better. All right, there we go. So from here, the legs and feet are in parallel, but just slightly wider than parallel. You're going to keep the heels grounded on both feet. You're going to externally rotate both feet. That comes back to center. Internally rotate both feet. Moving side to side, nice and gentle. So you're basically rotating the entire leg bone into the pelvic girdle. For 8, 7, sitting tall, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then come back to center. Let's just bounce the legs. So now we're really going to bounce the legs for a bit here. This will pump blood and chi and life force, lymph into the whole system by pumping the legs. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then slowly bringing them down, nice and gentle. That's good. And then just noticing how those legs feel. Let's come again close to the front of the chair seat. Let's take the legs nice and wide. Left forearm presses into left thigh. The left thigh presses into the left forearm. We're going to keep the chest square to the front of your space, and then that right arm is going to come up to the sky. So you're stretching to the sky for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. And then coming out of it, nice and gentle. Let's try it one more time. This time we're going to go over to the side. Side wall here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Top elbow bends. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to center slowly, slowly. Now we'll go to the other side. Right forearm presses into right thigh presses into right forearm. This is an isometric press, so don't forget about the lower part while we're working these upper arms. So here we go up to the sky. I'm modifying for 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm comes down, nice and gentle. Now we're going to take it again. Inhale. Now we go over to the side for 4, 3, 2, 1. Top elbow bends. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Woof. And then that top arm slowly comes down. Let's take the legs slightly closer together. Not in parallel, just a little bit closer. And let's take that whole torso and we're going to sweep it forward and come to the side. We'll go straight back that way, come back and sweep the torso to the other side. So you're giving a good squeeze to those abdominals as you swirl the torso. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Coming back to center. Let's lead with the chin now. We're going to return to thinking about the spine. So think about getting that spine as flexible as possible. It's like a whip-like motion with the spine. So you're squeezing all those discs between the vertebrae and getting a lot of blood flow coming in. So let's exhale with the chin going forward. Inhale, tuck the chin as you come up. Exhale, stretch the spine. Inhale, tuck the chin. Let's do 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Nice. Coming back to neutral. Noticing how that feels. And then we're going to tuck the chin. We're going to reverse it. Tuck it. Going down. Exhale as you stretch forward. The crown of the head. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, come forward. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Let's take the feet and legs together now. I'm going to grab my little 1-pounder weights. If you don't want to use weights or don't have them, don't worry. You just use a soft fist. And so you can press those fists on top of the thighs, not near the knees. And so what we'll do is we're going to sit nice and tall and exhale, right leg, put it down. Exhale, left leg, put it down. So you're squeezing the abs every time you lift the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming back to neutral. Now we'll stay on the right side, and this is how it looks. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Staying on the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to center. Let's go to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. And then just taking a pause here in the middle. Very nice. Now let's go ahead and take the palms down by the side of the body. The palms face the midline. No weight or one weight in each hand. The right fist goes into the right armpit. Exhale, inhale. On the left, exhale, inhale. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Coming back to center. Now the palms face the wall behind. Be sure you're scooting up nice and close to the front of your chair seat. Legs and feet in parallel. Let's just stay on the right. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale for 4. Slow it down. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Coming back to center. Moving to the left. Exhale up to shoulder height. Inhale down. Exhale up to shoulder height. Inhale down. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now maybe you want to alternate side to side for 8, or maybe you want to do the arms together. You can decide for 8. Slow it down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold them up here. Let's take them out to the side. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 8, or as many as you can manage. 7, drop the shoulders away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then back down slowly. Now here's an opportunity to tilt forward slightly with the torso, maybe 20 degrees. Make sure the legs are wide enough, but not too wide. The palms face the wall behind you. Now the arms are going to be straight as you lift them up behind you, and you're going to keep the straight arms higher than the bum as you pump those palms up to the sky. Try not to let the head dangle here, breathing as you pump those backs of the arms up to the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly lower them down, resisting the gravity. Shake, give it a shake in the shoulders. Let's stay tilted forward here. The palms face the midline once again. Inhale, the arms go into flies. Exhale, inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, we'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hold them up on 1. Little pumps as the palms face the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly bring it down. Nice and easy. Shake everything out. From here, you can rest the right forearm on the right thigh. Take that left arm and just circle it here. Give it a little stretch in case some tension built up in any part of the arm or the shoulder. And then you're going to circle in the opposite direction. It should feel good. Stretching it out. And then coming back up to sitting. Left forearm rests on left thigh. Now the right straight arm rests in the middle here. I'm doing a circular motion here just to stretch out the arm and the shoulder girdle. And if you notice any tight spots or sticky spots, breathe into them and then circle the other way. Very nice. Breathing. And then coming back to stillness. I'm going to lose the weights right now. Maybe you want to grab a sip of water. Okay. Let's turn in the chair to the right. Now the trick with this one is that this front butt cheek should be half on, half off of the chair seat to give you better access to this front leg. So you're going to take this front leg and you're going to draw it back to whatever position you can get it into. And this is like a right angle. Maybe you can get the leg straight back, maybe not. And then you're going to extend one arm forward and the other arm behind as though the body is pressed between two panes of glass. So this is warrior two in a chair. We're going to slide the torso forward, come back to center, slide it back, slide it forward, slide it back. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to center, big full breaths. Let's just tilt back. That back front hand can rest on the leg perhaps, or maybe the thigh. And then you're going to swing forward. So you're kind of windmilling the arms now. This would be a dancing warrior if we were standing. Let's do 2 more like this at your own rhythm, your own pace. Very nice. And then coming back to our starting point, the arms can float down. You might want to assist that leg forward. And then coming into the center, slowly turning over to the left. This front butt cheek could be half on and half off of the chair seat. And now this leg is going to slide back. So your chest is directly facing left, and you're going to take one arm forward and the other arm back. Warrior two in a chair for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's swing forward, slide it back. Inhale forward, slide it back. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And now we'll do dancing warrior, going back and going forward. Going back, going forward. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And then coming back to center, coming back with the arms down, sliding back forward. And let's just bounce the legs. I think my feet need a little recovery there. Let's just bounce the legs. Very nice. We're in the chair now, and you're going to cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. So we're going to take this bent right elbow, and you're going to start just below the knee joint. So you're not going to push on your knee joint. You're going to start just below on the inside of this right thigh. We tend to forget about this inside part of the leg. So you're going to just put little dots with your elbow all the way down the inside of the right thigh. Then you go back up to where you started, just below the knee, and make like little polka dots with your elbow on the inside of the thigh. We're pressing on reflexology and we'll do another round. We'll do it 3 times, or maybe we'll do it a few more times. Let's do it 5 times. 2 more rounds on this side. Little polka dots on the inside of your thigh. There you go. And then we'll do it one last time. Nice and easy. Very nice. And then bringing that to stillness, unwinding that leg. And let's cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. Now you've got your left bent elbow. You're starting just below the knee joint. You're not going to press on your knee joint. You're going to take your elbow and make little dots down the inside of the left thigh, pressing on reflexology points all the way up to the groin. And then we'll do 2 more passes just like this. And noticing, does this thigh feel the same as the other thigh? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it feels tight. Just observing what the body is willing to do. Nice. And then shake all that out. You can bounce the legs a bit. Here we go. Okay, we have time to do feet. We're going to do foot massage or special holiday treat. So the right ankle goes over the top of the left thigh. All right. So you're going to take your 5 toes and you're going to start flapping the 5 toes like you're fanning yourself, like a hot day in somewhere. Santa Fe. It's not hot today, though. So you're going to bring some blood flow into these tiny digits, your toes. And once that feels complete, you're going to start individually massaging each toe from the base of the toe to the end of the nail. We cannot walk or perambulate without our toes because that's what gives the foot that rolling motion. So the toes, and if you find a spot that's particularly tight or tender, you can spend more time there. Oh, and don't forget your big toe. And then here we're going to just go along the tops of each toe. We're at the very end of the toe. On each of the 5 toes, you're going to scrape along the top of the toe. All the meridians in the body end in the hands and the feet. So we're paying a lot of attention to where those meridians go and what they affect. And now you're going to go underneath the toes and you're going to rummage around in there. That's a technical term, rummaging. Underneath the toes, get some blood flow going there. And then you're going to take the 2 thumbs, you're going to start massaging the big toe ball mound and the little toe ball mound together, moving the thumbs in towards the center of the ball of the foot. And then those thumbs proceed down the inside and the outside of the foot. Don't forget the arch. You're going to massage the arch and use all 10 fingers to massage that heel. All right? This should feel yummy. Then take the fingertips and just scrape along the top of the foot. We don't want to forget the top of the foot. There's 26 bones in each foot. And you're going to scrape along the top. Don't forget the outer edge of the foot. And then when that feels complete, we're going to take the 2 hands and it's like you're wringing out a washcloth, a wet washcloth. And you're going to do that on your ankles. And there you go. Moving there with the ankles. Getting some blood in there. And then you're going to take a soft fist and tap the arch of the foot. Gentle tap. And then you're going to take 2 hands and just tap the foot, pat it. And if you want more movement, more intensity, you can slap that foot. Whee! And then when that's all complete, unwind that leg and notice how that foot feels compared to the other foot. I feel a huge difference. Let's go ahead and cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Left ankle crosses on top of right thigh. Here again, you're going to grab the 5 toes and flap them back and forth like you're fanning yourself. You have a little foot fan there. There we go. And then when that feels complete, you're going to take each individual toe from the base of the toe to the end of the nail and start massaging that toe. Ooh, this feels good. And make sure you send some love to each toe. They've carried you around for a long time. Yeah. And again, if you find a sticky spot, a tight or painful spot, you can spend more time. This is something you can do at night before you go to sleep, and the feet will be so happy. Don't forget your big toe. And then you're going to rummage around on the underside of the toes. And when that feels complete, you're going to scrape along the top of each toe, just at the very end of each toe. Just give it a little scrape, some stimulation. Whee! And when that feels complete, you're going to take the 2 thumbs, massage the big toe ball mound, the little toe ball mound, and go right into the center of the foot. And then both thumbs proceed down the inside or the outside of the foot. Don't forget to massage the arch. And then the 10 fingers can address the heel in any way that feels good. I like the scraping motion here. And when that feels more or less complete, you're taking the fingertips and just scraping along the top of the foot, in between the bones, the trough of the bones, the 26 bones in this foot. Don't forget the outer edge of the foot. And then you're going to take that alternating squeezing motion on the ankle, and you're going to rub the ankle and get some activity going in there. And then you're going to take a soft fist and just tap the arch, the magic spot in Chinese medicine. And then you're going to take the two hands and pat the foot. And if you want more stimulation, you're going to slap that foot. Oh, yeah. Very nice. And then bringing that to stillness, unwinding those feet, and then noticing how the feet feel. And now from here, we're going to suggest you sit all the way into the back of your chair. We're going to have a shavasana in the chair. So making any final movements you'd like to make to feel complete, find your way into your chair. So the feet are flat, and the crown of the head is floating up to the sky. The spine is long, crown of head lined up over tailbone. And then just allowing the eyes to drop closed. Scanning the body for the effects of the practice, breathing into any residual tension that might remain, and then allowing the eyes to drop closed, relaxing the face and jaw, the back of the neck. And imagine warmth forming in the soles of the feet, pretending we're going to place those feet in an imaginary hot tub. Ooh, let's relax those feet. Those feet should be very happy by now. And then that warmth comes in through the feet, the ankles, the low legs, the knees, permeates the complex structure of the knees. It moves into the thighs. Legs and feet are very heavy now. And then that softness, that warmth moves into the pelvis, the hips, the buttocks, the low back. The warmth moves from the belly into the waist and torso, enveloping the ribs and all the vital organs, marinating in this delicious relaxation. And from there, it moves into the chest and shoulders and rolls down both arms all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. It moves into the throat and the neck, and then it envelops the head all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases, the face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull. As though a white circle of healing light permeates every cell in the body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And while we rest here in Shavasana, here's a very short poem by Mary Oliver entitled Self-Portrait. I wish I was 20 and in love with life and still full of beans. Onward, old legs. There are the long, pale dunes on the other side. The roses are blooming and finding their labor, no adversity to the spirit. Upward, old legs. There are the roses and there is the sea, shining like a song, like a body I want to touch, though I'm not 20 and won't be again, but 70 and still in love with life and still full of beans. If you'd like to sit here in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to stay right there. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. Maybe just gently rocking the head from side to side. And then on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti, this beating heart. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May you know peace. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan. So we will stop.
Thank you. Lovely class.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for being